Hi, I'm Neha Dugal here with Kelsey from P0 Security. We are here to talk about agentic runtime security, why it really matters, why now, and why us. We've talked to hundreds of enterprise organizations that are experimenting with all types of agentic and AI workflows. Agents are moving from helpful co pilots to actual actors that get work done in an organization. And as these agents get ingrained in these organizations, they're actually able to use tools, query systems, and change data. Access controls now become an absolute runtime requirement.
True. And the warning signs are already here. Composio disclosed compromised GitHub tokens and API keys to a bad actor. In the Pocket OS incident, a naive coding agent dropped a production database in seconds. Different stories, same lessons. Autonomous systems are now touching real credentials, real data, real infrastructure, and creating real risk.
Yep, and the adoption of AI technology is moving way faster than any controls security teams are able to put into place. Over permission systems are not a new thing, though. Vibe coding did not actually invent overprivileged access, it just amplified the issues with it. Developers are shipping code, service accounts, IAM roles, and API keys at agent speed. Some are even running coding agents in YOLO mode. Stop asking, just do it. It's great for momentum, it's rough on blast radius.
Rough on blast radius, Neha, but also rough on access governance. Agents break the old control model because the actor is no longer a single entity. A request might start with a human, pass through an agent, call another agent, borrow a service account, and land inside a production database or any sensitive system. If policy only sees one piece of that picture, then the agent gets access to whatever the weakest link allows.
Absolutely. And that creates three essential gaps. Delegation gets really, really fuzzy, access gets excessive, and attribution is incomplete. The log says that an agent or a service account did something, but not who asked or why it happened or whether if it was even in scope. That's not auditability. That's just a crime scene with timestamps.
P0 provides agentic runtime security by doing two core things. First, we build the full identity picture: who or what asked, which agent is acting, what tool it is using, and what system is trying to touch. Then we enforce policy at runtime, before the query runs, before the record's touched, and before the workflow fires.
Yep, and the decision is simple. Can this agent for this specific requester use a tool to do the action on this system right now? P0 answers that question before execution, allowing, denying, or requiring approval with access that's specifically scoped to the task at hand and revoked when it's done.
It's also important to note that we're not starting from a whiteboard. P0 has already helped customers like Splunk, Resolve, and Applied Intuition control privilege access in modern production environments. And at CNA, we were solving one of the hardest identity problems behind agentic workflows, governing more than 40,000 service accounts and reducing standing access across a large GCP environment.
Absolutely. And that matters because users, service accounts, and workloads are how the majority of agent requests are triggered. If the access foundation for those identities is messy, the agent starts from a risky baseline. P0 lets teams clean that up now and extend the same runtime control model to agents. Let's take a look at an agent trying to resolve a support ticket and what P0 can do at each step of the way. Now, here's a customer success agent that is trying to fix an issue for my customer. The workflow is embedded within Cloud Code. As I make this request, the P0 authorization control plane evaluates my identity, the agent identity, and the real time context to assess if access should be granted. And in this case, it is a customer issue that is assigned to me. These policies are easily defined within the P0 Policy Studio. P0 evaluates the policy based on that blended identity to grant the agent fine grained access that it needs to execute the actions and relinquishes that access when it's done. Now, because there's no policy defined for it, if I try to query this for another customer, the policy would cause the P0 agent to fail. Now, in addition to defining these policies, in addition to the policies, P0 also captures a complete audit trail of every action or every tool action that was taken within the system. You can all see that full audit trail within the product, along with all of the decisions that were made. Now, in addition to policy enforcement, P0 also inventories and discovers all AI agents and MCP tools within your environments for full auditability, and these can be pulled into one central governance program. P0 is a subscription platform priced by deployment scope, requesters, and environments under management. We sell to identity, security, and platform teams that need to remove standing privilege without slowing down their workforce.
Legacy PAM was not built for cloud native or agentic workflows. IGA and NHI tools help with visibility, posture, and user access reviews. MCP gateways control tool access. But P0 goes farther than all of this and brings it together. We enforce policy at runtime across identity, tools, and entitlements.
That's spot on. Like our go to market focus is entirely on teams that are feeling the pressure, like of production access, modernization, service account governance, cloud PAM, and ultimately now agentic access control.
This is the agentic security conversation that Black Hat attendees will want and need to have. Not just how to test or discover agents, but how to control what they can do when they try and do it. P0 belongs in that conversation, and we'd be excited to help lead it.